Welcome to the biggest show in the world, Sports Bettors TV.
Welcome to the household name is Sports Betting, Sports Bettors TV, and SportsBettorsTV.com. What's going on, people? How's everybody doing today? It's Thursday. The weekend is nearing here, and I got my boy The Dream on the line today. What's up, kid?
Can I get a hallelujah? Can I get an amen? The house of the money line parlay is about to open, y'all.
Oh, I know. Last night was a little bit chalky last night. Did really well, man.
Baby boy, we got on tap. We hit a couple little money line parlays. Me and OJFB took a stab at the second halves last night, and they just did not work out. You guys know that. Now, maybe even 50 tops, but I hope nobody went too deep on it, as I did say light. But last night we had two bombs. The Clippers went over by one, and the Lakers stayed under in the second half. In the Clippers game, the third quarter pushed. Other than that, though, we put out a money line parlay that cash. The soccer didn't work in the morning, but we came back with the deep deep money line. With most of the, I think we did a 4 or 5 teamer. And that hit. A lot of people out there hit yesterday. As most of the favorites handled their business. You had the money line a couple of situations because you had a couple of teams that just did not cover. I guess the biggest upset of the day would have been VCU losing outright on the court.
Wow, dude. Wow. You know what, man? My night was beautiful, dude. Listen, I go home. I get a nice meal made for me by the bride. I say, you know what? Let me take a little bit of a break. I did do a 3-team parlay. I did Northern Iowa. I did The Ohio State University, and I took my boy LeBron. And you know what? I was watching a little bit of the games, and, you know, wifey was feeling a little neglected a little bit. So I say, you know what? I'm going to take a little time off Twitter. My games, everybody's up by like 20-plus points. So I say, you know what? I sat back and laughed because, you know what? I had no point spreads I had to deal with. You know what I mean? I knew that they weren't going to lose the game, so I sat back and I did some a little quality time with the bride. So, hey, that's the balance that I'm talking about, guys. You got to get down with it and deal with it sometimes, man. And I'm just so happy that I won, and it's always nice to have a nice little winning streak that I got going on, Playboy.
Definitely. We have here the New York Knicks. Just to go over some scores real quick. We'll start it off. New York Knicks lost to the Magic 89-83. The Raptors over the Wizards 95-93. The Celtics beat the Hawks 89-88. I said that Celtics was a pesty team.
Yep.
The Spurs 104-87. And I guess last night was the better night to take the Spurs, as you never had to worry about that game. 104-87. The Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Heat 113-93. The Grizzlies lost to the Thunder 105-89. The Pacers beat the Pelicans 106-93. The Bucks over the Kings 111-103. Golden State beat the Timberwolves 94-91. The Mavericks beat the Jazz 87-82. The Trailblazers killed the Lakers 102-86, and the Clippers over the Rockets 110-95. That's what you had go on in the NBA. As far as hockey was concerned, we had the Penguins over the Red Wings 4-1, the Canucks over the Blackhawks 5-4, and the Capitals beat the Sharks 5-4 as well. Moving over to the college basketball side of things, we had there were so many games, so let me try to knock this down.
Great slate last night. Great slate of college basketball last night, brother.
Let me get this to the games that had any importance for us. West Virginia, 76-72, beating Kansas State. Did not cover their spread. However, if you money line parlay, as this show always tells you to do, you were a winner last night. Villanova over Providence, 74-68. I did give that out the second half. To take Villanova as well, which cashed. Virginia beat NC State just barely, and our guy Rainmaker gave out NC State yesterday.
Yeah, plus the points. And big ups to him on that, man.
Yep, big ups to him on that and the points. He also gave out UCLA, who absolutely murdered.
Whoa, really?
UCLA put the smack down yesterday.
Wow. Unbelievable.
In their game. Look, VCU lost to LaSalle 74-69. That was our only real upset of the day.
You got to remember something with VCU. They have that big injury, bro. So they're having a hard time.
I know.
They're having a hard time adjusting to that. You know what I mean?
They still should have been able to pull that game out at home, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
We had Louisville over Pitt 69-56. Can I get a little volume on that dope track? We had Texas 66-43 over TCU. We had Tennessee beat Vanderbilt 76-73. And where else do you want to go here? Oregon over USC 80-75. Maryland beat Indiana, but you had to money line it to make that work, and they won 68-66 as well. UCLA 75 to Oregon State's 59, and St. John's beat DePaul 86-78. And that's pretty much it on your scores yesterday for the NCAA.
All right, man. All right. So big ups to all the gentlemen that are out there sending me lovely photos today. I appreciate it, including my man Yoto, as always. And looking at the people that have shouted out the show and are retweeting it already, kid. Twitter is live and popping as usual, as you already know. Got my man Alex Washington out there. I got my man Dr. J. I've got Chris Corey. I've got Yoto. I've got C. Rodriguez Jr. My man Ben, the top tennis capper. He's got a tennis play for you that starts at 11:30. Jake Harbor. It's P for Prez. RT Nonstop Sports Picks. Betting Dream. I think he's got some rugby up his sleeve. Jay Cash, Josh Hood, The Profit Playbook, tearing it up out there. This Thing We Do, Special Ed, what's going on, Playboy? Up really early. I got Ben Stacks. I got Frank Vincalato, Jay Hova, Big Mac, Hockey Immortal, absolutely tearing it up. Clown Man Swag, and the list goes on and on.
No doubt. Clown Man Swag, are you ever not on Twitter?
Always, man, always. No, you know what? Some of you guys, man, you know, I like I said last night, I had to kind of just take about 11 hours off of Twitter and came back to 167 notifications, dude. I was like, oh, wow. That's why I came in the office early just to get on top of this whole Twitter situation. You know what I mean?
My man Rousey's out there this morning as well. I think you mentioned his name. A shout out to a couple of my boys that I didn't hear you mention. LVCC, the OJFB. We'll get him tonight, brother. Don't worry about it. My boy Legs, James, Philly Picks, Smokey Rodriguez. You did mention Ben Dank, the MOB, Shane Redinius, Yippa 82, Damon Dazenberg, Nicholas J, and Derek is out there as well. And pick up to Papa Spurs. Hey, rap with my boy Cray yesterday. He just joined. What's up, brother, to you? How are you out there? Papa Bear is out there as well. Premier Sports Company. You guys keep giving me what you keep giving me, as I think we need to bounce back on the soccer tip today. If you got anything good, let me know.
Yes, absolutely, man. So we got my boy John Anthony. He's going to be calling in about 10 minutes. He breaks down the hockey for us, so very excited about getting him on, guys. A couple things real quick. As you know, we are about, let me see here, about 36 days away for coming to Las Vegas in March 20th through the 22nd, 2015. Can't wait to get into the MGM Grand. Can't wait to look at the big slate of money lines, spreads, teasers, all up on a big board on a screen with 100 TVs and all my people with their drinks in the air. I can't wait to do that, Dream. I'm getting so excited. Dude, it's like 5 weeks away, man.
I'm with it.
It's like 5 weeks away. All day, man. So I'm looking forward to it.
I'm with it, especially the way we've been putting it down lately. Like I said, I can't wait to get to Vegas. The best thing about that is, you know what I do? I just put the ticket in, go sit down, watch the games, and go cash it. And then I'm back to playing. You know what I mean?
I know. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. I mean, you know, you got to remember something. If you're not in Vegas, you're on the West Coast, you're on the, the middle of the country, you're from other areas of the world. Listen, the games are going to start early. They're going to be starting at like 9 a.m. So we're going to be like. The
only thing about Vegas that I wasn't feeling, being an East Coaster and being Eastern Standard Time, the time change there does suck for me. Eating down there is crazy. You know what I mean? because you eat at a different time, and your body's like knows it's not supposed to be eating.
No, I know. Yo, we're doing like a 2-pound steak at like 10:30 at night. Like,
that was had to be an STX or STK. I forget the name of it. And Cosmo was the best steak I ever had. I am gonna go with you on that, but it did take 2 weeks to get that out of my system.
Oh wow! Big ups to my man Deeks Picks. We're gonna go back and forth, you and me, brother, and make some money this weekend, dude. So we're gonna take a look at it and see where it lands. So Dream, what do you want to start with, dude? You want to get into some?
I'll tell you right now, there's only one NBA game.
There's only one NBA game,
and that's your boy is playing the Bulls.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't think you want to get into that.
Oh, I hate the Bulls though. Like it would actually make me. You know what? Nah, I can't do it. I don't even want to talk about it. You know, just because I hate the Bulls so much, I want to bet my boy. I really do.
Well, you have to look at it and see that. You got that going on in the NBA only. So why don't we go over to college basketball and take a look what's going on over there?
Yeah, because we're going to get into hockey with my boy, John Anthony, when he comes on. So I'm looking forward to that. So let me take a look and see what we got here as far as the college basketball slate. So my computer's moving a little slow, guys, so I apologize about that. We're just waiting on this. Whoa, let's see. Wow, big slate. Oh, my God. Dude, it's going for days here. Wow, look at all these games. Dude, this looks like there's like 40 or 50 games here, brother.
There is quite a bit of games, but you're gonna have to shuffle through some of it and get to the cream of the crop. Or in some of you guys' cases, that is the cream of the crop.
Yes. Yes.
So
let me take a look
right
at this
out of the
here.
Gate, I see that Utah.
Go ahead.
I see that Utah team.
Let me see here. I got Utah here. They're playing Stanford. Taking a look at this game. Stanford is 16-7 straight up. They're actually dead even against the spread, 11-11-1. Stanford's 2-4 against the spread in the last 6 games, and 10-4 straight up in the last 14 games. So they're playing pretty decent. Where on the other hand, Utah, the Utes, are 18-4. They are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5, and 17-3 straight up in the last 20 games. 5-0 against the spread at home. 5-0 straight up in the last 5 games at home. The Utah Utes seem to be a little bit of an issue these days, huh?
I was going to get into that. I don't know if guys been paying attention to this team. They're usually a late night play, and most people have either made their money or probably going to bed when these guys are coming on. But they have been quietly making some noise out there this season. I haven't really seen a ton of them and a ton of their gameplay, but they got this dude Randall who's off the hook. And other than that, man, I think they play some pretty solid team ball. I don't know if you guys been playing them or not. If you have and you've seen them and you like what you've been seeing.
If you've been playing them the last 5 games, you've been winning. Period.
Oh, no doubt.
Whether you do point spreads or money line, you won. So,
right,
you know what?
Right.
I think we got to start paying attention to this team because I have not. I have not been paying attention to them at all.
I've been watching them win. I haven't seen them, like I like to see these teams actually play to see how they're winning. I haven't seen a lot of them. I've seen a little bits and pieces. Like I said, they usually play, they play late night, but they have been winning, man. They've been winning every game they get into. I mean, they've been really good. Obviously they're ranked 11. They've only lost 4 games, and they are pretty stellar at home. So you guys might want to get down and check them out tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it is it's a conference matchup, so you got to just be careful with that, as we always say. But, taking a look at it, I mean, the line right now, let me just pull it up on sportsbetterstv.com. All I got to do is punch in Utah on my little search bar, and it pops right up. Utah is anywhere from 10.5 to an 11-point favorite. Oof. Wow. So it looks like the bookmakers are catching up to the Utah Utes, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, no, I don't think they ever have fell behind them personally because their lines have been dead right for most of the season. But, hey, man, they've been putting the smack down, dude. I'm telling you, they've been on point. They did have a loss to, they did lose to Kansas. They lost to UCLA. They lost to Arizona. Those are, cream of the crop, the cream of the crop teams. So, but they have won some pretty good games as well.
Yeah, I feel you. We'll take a look at that. I may watch that game tonight because you know what? I got quality time with the bride out of the way. So you know what? Now I've become a junkie again. We got let's see. Taking a look at Loyola Marymount Lions going into Gonzaga. You know what, Dream? I know that you're not really feeling this Zags team, but I got to tell you something. They are super athletic, I think.
Not feeling them, dude.
I love their rebounding. I just love the guard play. I love everything. They got this guy. I forgot his name, man. He's really, really dope. They're just all over the place. I got to be honest with you. I don't know if they're deserving of being in, that number 2 spot.
I was getting ready to. That's what I was getting ready to say. I'm not loving.
I think the Dukies would beat them. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I mean, it's the record. It's like Florida State in football. You know what I mean? It's the record. What's that?
Dude, I could name about 5 other teams other than Duke. Duke could kill them. Forget Duke.
I don't know, man.
I could go in like a whole nother direction, man. This team at best to me is like I hate to say this, you guys might not like it, but I gotta give the Zags, honestly, to me, they're like 11.
Really? No
They're
way,
like 11,
no way.
dude.
I totally disagree with you. You could put them in 6 or 7. I think they make the Elite 8, bro.
Dude,
They're gonna make the Elite 8.
They cannot beat Villanova. They're not beating Villanova.
You don't think they're going to beat?
Nope.
Well, we got some teams that are on our radar. Dude, talk to me about Northern Iowa real quick. Northern Iowa's the bomb.
You know what? They might not could beat them. To be honest with you.
Northern Iowa was up, oh my gosh, so much last night. I was like, damn. Unbelievable. And, I just had a bunch of people starting to take a look at them. But getting back to Zags. Zags is scoring about 81 points a game, dude. 24-1. Granted, the schedule is not all that, guys. You know what? You got to compare Gonzaga to the Shockers last year. Fair enough? You know what I mean? Where the Shockers, dude, the Shockers were dope.
I guess,
last
dude.
year.
I just can't listen. I like Wisconsin better than them. I like Villanova better than them. I like Louisville better than them. I like Kansas better than them. I could go on for kind of a minute. I even might give Iowa State the nod over them, bro.
No way, dude. Now you're smoking something.
I'm just letting you know how I feel about them.
No, we could say the Ohio State University might be able to beat them. I don't know about Iowa State, dude. Iowa State is just not good.
Well,
I don't really like them.
Iowa State?
Iowa State, yeah, man. That's the team
your
that.
squad.
Man, yeah. When they're home, that's about it, though. We got Mercer Madness on the ticket tonight, kid. I might get down with Mercer Madness. You know that's been one of my teams ever since they laid it to smack it down on your boys last year. Let me see what else we got. We got
Go look at who Gonzaga has played.
I know. It's like the Shockers last year. I get it.
But based on the schedule, though, they should not have the number 2 ranking.
All right. Well, you know what, man? At the end of the day, they look at wins and losses, bro. It's a big part of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's what it is. Look at Florida State, undefeated all year long, going into the playoffs and got slaughtered by Oregon in football.
Right.
So I mean, record has a lot to do with it. You just can't turn your back on that. You know what I mean?
And I love, you want to like Ohio State. The Ohio State University, by the way, is ranked 21. Okay.
I love Ohio because they played so terrible on the road. That's the problem.
I know. And Iowa State is 14.
Yeah, that's a little. I got to shake my head on that one. I can't quite figure that one out.
But you want to shake your head on that, but you cool with Gonzaga being second. All right,
I'm not cool. No. I didn't say I was cool with that. All right, listen, we're going to jump into hockey real quick with my boy, and then we'll get back into the college hoop. So let me get my boy John Anthony on the line. I got John Anthony on the line this beautiful morning on Thursday.
Sports Betters TV, what's up, boys?
Yo, what's up, my brother? How you doing out there, kid?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
Oh, we're fantastic, bro. Fantastic. Just, riding the wave a little bit, feeling really good, and ready to get involved with some. We're going to jump into the hockey with you because I know that's your specialty. I know that you don't have a lot of time today because, real life comes at you sometimes 100 miles an hour. I get it. So we'll just jump right into that, man. How you been doing out there?
I'm doing all right. You know, I had a few roller coaster swings up and down. Last time you guys had me on, I got real hot. You know, probably went 10 or 11 days in a row there posting big numbers. Then we had a little downward spiral, but we're picking it back up right now, so we're feeling good.
Awesome, dude.
Just
awesome.
just trying to pick winners, you know.
Yes. Hey, well, you know what? Maybe now coming back on the show, maybe it'll turn around and you'll do the same thing over again. You know what I mean?
Hey, we can only hope, eh?
Yes, sir. All right, so talk to me about I know it's early. Okay, I know you got real life coming at you and all that, but talk to me about any of these NHL matchups. And Dream, I know you're going to be all over this here. Taking a look at this because oh wow, I mean there's a lot of games here. Wow. All right.
Yeah.
So
we got nine games on the card tonight. You know, a few big favorites. I tend to stay away from those. Every once in a while, you know, it's where I throw in a play on those. You know, parlay something like the Islanders the other day. You know, they played the Oilers right after they'd come off a win, so I had to throw that into a parlay somewhere. But tonight we're looking at, you know, I'm a big fan of this Blues team. Just all around, they got goaltending, they got scoring, they can play defense. It's a complete squad. Definitely a cup contender. So, you know, in terms of the Blues tonight, they're on the road at a tough Lightning team, but this Lightning team just doesn't. There's something about them that doesn't cut it for me. You know, they got Stamkos, they got Johnson, they definitely got a few big names out there, and Bishop in that is real shaky. You know, at times, but he's stellar, and, you know, Vezina at the other times. But tonight, you know, I'm a big fan of the Blues. I see him at minus 125 on one book, minus 117 or I see plus 107 on one book, plus 115 on the other. So, you know, if you can go out and grab the Blues at a solid price, I definitely like it. Looks like they're going to have Elliott in net tonight. And, yeah, you know, that should be your first winner. I was also looking at it earlier. And I saw this Rangers game. Rangers at Avalanche. Cam Talbot finally getting the call for the Rangers after his Lundqvist injury. You know, went down with that brutal neck or throat injury, whatever he has going on. But Cam Talbot, absolute stud. Finally getting a chance to go out and prove himself. And, you know, this Avalanche team, they're getting hot and cold. They're very streaky this year. But, you know, not a real offensive powerhouse this year. I'm looking at the under in that one. I really like under 5.5. I see it right around minus 125. You know, just looking at the card first glance, those are the two I really like. Still waiting on a few lines from other games. You know, that Pittsburgh Penguins against Senators game looks like Laners in that for the Senators. So, you know, depending on the price that comes out, you know, those listeners out there that are wondering, check my Twitter later. I'll let you know if I end up playing the Penguins or not. It really depends. It looks like it's going to be Grice versus Laner. But other than that, you know, I'm not seeing too much I'm in love with in terms of price.
I'm looking at sportsbetterstv.com right now. I got the line for you. I got Pittsburgh minus 135 at Ottawa, and Ottawa is plus 122.
All right. Yeah, I mean, 135 might be right about the upper threshold for me on that game. I'll probably wait it out, see where the line moves. You know, if I get a few, you know, depending on what comes out and seeing where the money goes, we'll play that or not, depending. I'll release that later on my Twitter if I do.
Awesome. You know what? I could tell you that the St. Louis Blues, you know, I've had awful success with hockey, I'll be honest with you, because, you know, I just really don't know too much about it, but the Blues seem like whenever they're in one of them spots where they're laying heavy juice, they seem to pull the game out, which as long as they don't play Arizona, Dream.
Yeah, right?
As long as we don't play Arizona, we're good. Because Arizona likes to be like plus 280 and win all the time. But you know what? The Blues, I've been watching just kind of how this has been falling. The Blues and the Islanders seem to be okay in those situations. Dream, what do you think about that?
Well, I know you don't like Tampa Bay, but Tampa Bay is dope.
They are, huh?
That's a tough game there. I don't know that the Blues are coming out of that game a winner. What I like a lot more than them coming out a winner is I love the over on the total in that game. As both teams score some goals. Yeah, I do like the total in the Blues games. It's probably at 5.5. You have it at 5.5, Patter?
Yeah, I got 5.5.
5.5.
Yep, I would definitely buy it down because I'm into that. I don't take 5.5 anymore in hockey. I take it down to 5. I think you could take over 5 on that game, and I think you could probably just go to sleep as that should come in relatively easy. I hear what you say about Tampa Bay not believing and not trusting him, but I'll tell you, man, I've been watching him now. I like their passing. I like their lines. I have a hard time finding flaws in that Lightning team, man. I think that they're the real deal. Don't get me wrong, the Blues are good too. I'm not saying the Blues aren't good, but the Lightning are good and they're good at home, and they put some goals up, man. So I don't really like a side in that game. I do like the total, and like I said, I like over 5 in that game a lot. Down in that Avalanche game, that Rangers Avalanche, I heard you, and I've been talking about the Avalanche being streaky all season long. I absolutely agree with you there. You were absolutely right on that end. I'm not sure if I love the total. I definitely like the over in the Blues games a lot more. I don't know if I love the under total. Only reason being is, I don't know if you were paying attention. The other night, the Rangers played the Maple Leafs, and I thought that was going to be an under game. Rangers ended up giving up 4 goals to the Maple Leafs, and then they had to score 5 themselves. So, I don't know. Something about the Rangers on the road, every now and then, their defense can get a little bit lax. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it has something to do with the opponent's style of play as well. You know, the Leafs are a real running gun, offensive oriented. They don't play a whole hell of a lot of defense and not the front and net. With Bernier back there, you know, they got Reimer in there as well. But you know, the Rangers are very good at adapting to who they're playing and changing their playing style accordingly. You know, like I said, the Avalanche is not a huge offensive powerhouse this year like they were last year. Looking at it right now, I mean, they're only averaging 2.5 goals a game on the year. So it's not like they're going out and burying teams. I love this Talbot kid. I've been betting him for probably 3 or 4 years now. He's out of Alabama, Huntsville. You know, great backup goalie. He's finally getting a shot. This is a spot I like these goalies, you know, where these kids have proved themselves as a backup, but then they finally get a chance to string, you know, 4 or 5 starts together, and they really go out and prove themselves. So I can see that continuing here. Varlamov, you know, he's a real solid goaltender. He just doesn't get the goal support always, so that's why he's not, you know, sporting this flashy record. But I like both these tennies tonight, and absolutely can see this game being, you know, like a 3-1 or a 2-1 game.
Okay, I kind of lean more. I'm gonna lean a little bit more towards the Rangers. I kind of like the Rangers on the side as opposed to the total. But I hear you. I could understand the total here. Now I'll tell you what game kind of stands out to me. You got the Jets coming into Nashville. Nashville coming off of I believe they lost their last game, which was. Nope, they won. They beat the Lightning, so I'll have to take that back. But you got the Jets coming into Nashville. As long as you got Rene, I think I said it right, in the net for Nashville. I think as long as he's in net, I think this is a great spot for the Preds, as the Jets are coming in with their new guys. So you don't know how the new guys are gonna gel and play well together, so to say, with the new pickups that they just made. So I think this is a great spot for Nashville just to do their thing, because Nashville's dope anyway. Very good team at home as it already is. So you don't want to come in there kind of experimenting with your lineup. As they should definitely take advantage of this Jets team. So I am leaning definitely Predators today. And hey, Strong Island is playing, and I don't know if you know, but I've been talking about the Islanders since the beginning of the season. You got the Leafs coming in there tonight. Islanders, you know, they play well at home. This will probably be a game that'll be a pain in the neck, stomach ache, but I see the Islanders getting this game done anyhow and anyway. So I do like the Islanders tonight as well. So I'm kind of rolling Islanders, Predators. The Rangers is a lean. Because I don't love them. The Rangers will be a lean, but I'm loving the Blues Lightning over though. That I really like.
And John Anthony is feeling the Blues. So
yep, John Anthony's feeling the Blues.
All right. I like comparing all the notes here and kind of just sitting back and listening to you guys.
Hey, what you think about the Flames Kings tonight too? Because Calgary's been on fire, man.
Calgary's a real solid squad. They definitely can come out and compete any given night. You know, but at a 140, 150 price, depending on what your book's juice is, I'm not in love with the Flames tonight. You know, LA, all those West Coast teams, Anaheim, LA, San Jose, real tough teams to go into their barn and take one home. So that would definitely be a game I stay away from, even though I do really like that Flames squad.
Okay.
And, to touch on your Predators-Jets, that Jets team is just absolutely stellar in my opinion. Getting scoring from places you wouldn't expect it. They are a team that, like the Islanders, nobody gave a shot coming into the season. And this team has, so much heart. I understand what you're saying with that trade, but I don't think Stafford or Myers get a whole ton of time tonight. Myers probably more so than Stafford because he's going to fill in for where Bogosian was.
On the right wing.
Yeah, no, on the defense. But, yeah, I'm not 100% sure that I like that Predators bet. Rene's still, just coming off that injury. I think he's had 3 starts now since coming back. It's a tough spot for me to lay 175. I tend to stay away from that. That's also a team I can see having a little bit of a decline in the second half of the season. I've watched this team, and the one thing I just don't get is how they continue to beat some of these high-powered teams with the offense they have. James Neal is fantastic on offense for them, but they're
Forsberg.
Felice is unreal. But it's crazy how this team is still hanging in with the lineup they do. I could definitely see them being big buyers at the trade deadline, going up trying to pick up the top 6 forwards. But I can also just as easily see them falling off a little bit, especially in that really tough Western Conference. I mean, there's gonna come a time when they're gonna get beat up, and if Rene's not staying on his head, it's done for.
Dude, you know what, though? I got to be honest with you with them. I think they're so physical, though. When I watch them play, I mean, dude, when you play them, you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I'm not like I've been on the ice playing hockey before, especially on their level. But, I've gone out and played a little bit, but nothing like rough like how they play. But, dude, you got to leave the game after playing them banged up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Man, they put a body on you. Especially when you look at some of the other teams, like the more, like you were saying, the Maple Leafs or a more finesse type team. Man, the Preds, you come in there, they put the bodies on you. You're like, whoa, what just happened?
Yeah, they remind me a lot of like the old Flyers team where they had Hargo and the whole 9 on there. Laying the body, just playing their style hockey.
Dude,
and, can't hate on it because he's going out there and it's working for him.
Dude, that's an excellent analogy. That's a definite team that they remind me of. I'm glad you said that. You couldn't be more dead on in that synopsis. I love that. I love that call right there, reminding you of the Flyers. Yeah. Other than that, I'm kind of sold with you. I'm kind of leaning on your Rangers game. I just hate the other night against the Maple Leafs. That game just bothers me because I felt like that was a great under spot for the Rangers, and then they ended up having 9 pucks go in that game. So, but I think I could get on board with that under in this spot because the Avalanche don't dazzle you with scoring.
Right. Yeah. They get it from pretty limited spots. They're going to get it from McKinnon, Duchesne. It's a great offensive squad. It's just not clicking for them lately. So we'll see what happens. I'm looking back at the Rangers' last 4 games right now, and they've only had an over once, and that was that Toronto game you're talking about. Every other game has been a 3-2 game, playing some real good high-scoring squads like Dallas and Boston, and then even your Predators with Forsberg. So, they're definitely capable of keeping the puck out of the net, playing with these teams. And the other thing that comes in with that Toronto game you were talking about, they're now in a division matchup. So, it's just still up the conference. But, these teams are 2 old storied programs where Toronto and the Rangers playing. Those are games that you never know where they're going to go because there's those added feelings and beating original 6 team or whatever it may be. So, I wouldn't let that go to your head too much. The Leafs are definitely an over squad as well. So, like I said, definitely a fan of the under tonight. And yeah,
I think I'm on board with that. I think you sold me that, buddy. I think I'm gonna roll with you on that. I absolutely I'm hearing your thinking. I'm looking at it. I'm going over some of the numbers right now as you're speaking, and you just sold the dream, the Avalanche Rangers under.
You gonna buy it up? You gonna buy it up, Dream?
I'm on it with you. What is it?
Avalanche and Rangers. Let me take a look here. Let me put it in.
5.5 minus 120.
No, it's beautiful at 5.5. That's all set. Oh no, that's perfect. There's no need to touch that. No, that's plenty high. That's high enough. 5.5 is high enough.
Okay. All right. Good. Well, you know what, man? John Anthony, how you doing on time, Blair?
I gotta get going, boys, but I really appreciate you having me on.
Man, thanks for coming on. I hope we cash this. I'll send you a big thank you if we do. I liked it, and thank you for coming on, brother.
Yes, definitely.
Absolutely. Thanks, boys. Hey, for those listeners out there, at Living the Dream Tap on Twitter, LIVNCHEDEDREAM Tap. So, hit me up on Twitter. Love to interact with my followers out there, and we'll pick some more winners.
All right. Sounds good, man. Thank you so much, and we appreciate it.
Absolutely. Have a good one, boys.
Take care.
All
right, Dream. So you found a little little hockey love today, huh?
Yeah, I really like to play now that I'm thinking about it and going over it. And as he was talking, I was doing a little bit of homework, looking at the records and looking at the Avalanche. And you'd already know I've been down on them this season. I expected better things out of them this season, as they are one of my favorite. When I was growing up, the Avalanche was dope. When I was like kind of really digging hockey and getting into it, the Avalanche was the squad. Man, they had Peter Forsberg, Sackett. They had their goalie was Patrick Roy. They were just dope. I mean, they had lines for days. They were just a dope hockey team. And I was kind of hoping that I don't know if you're aware of this, and I'm sure you're not. Patrick Roy is their head coach now as well. So I was kind of thinking, he's going to get them back, bring back the glory days. And last year they overachieved, ended up getting to the playoffs, got beat, but I thought they'd, take it to the next level this year, but it hasn't come to fruition this year. So they've been a major disappointment, very, very streaky and sporadic play. And I don't really know what their issue is, but I do like the under with the Rangers in this game. So I'm going to get on board with that.
Okay, cool. So I want to jump back into college basketball, dude, because we got 1,000 games, dude. It's absolutely crazy. So let me just switch this up a little bit and get right back into that. So taking a look at the NCAA basketball. All right, so taking a look at this, Dream, I'm trying to find some games that I really want to get involved in here, okay? And I'm looking at this Mercer Madness game, and, call me crazy, guys, but you know what? I really got my eyes on this team. Now, I don't know if I'm going to mess with them tonight after looking at the statistics. I'm taking a look at Western Carolina. I mean, they're pretty bad on the road. I think they're 3-7 in the last 10 on the road. But taking a look at it, I think there may be some other better games to take, guys. You got Mercer Madness is 14-11. Western Carolina is 12-13. Western Carolina, like I said, 3-7 straight up in the last 10 on the road. Wow, I'm good. I knew that right out the gate. 4-2 straight up in the last 6 games when playing Mercer, though. So, guys, be careful on that game. Taking a look at the rest of the slate here, Dream. Dude, lots of them. You've got going down. You got
a lot of garbage.
You got a lot. You got nasty Iowa playing tonight. Nasty Iowa's giving Minnesota 6.5. Under overs 137.5 to 138. Don't know if I want to get involved in that one. I'll be honest with you. Taking a look all the way down, scrolling down. You got this Georgia Southern team that a lot of people have been on. From what I understand, I mean, I guess they're really dope. So take a look at Georgia Southern. They're giving a lot of points, guys. But you know how we do over here. Giving anywhere from 10.5, pretty much all across the board. 126 is the over-under. Sorry about that. With Georgia Southern. So you might want to take a peek at that one. I think that team is on the rise for sure. Looking down, let's see what else we've got.
Hey, listen, you got two teams that are on the bubble right now desperately trying to get in the NCAA tournament, needing to get a win, in the spot like tonight would be nice to win. And, both of those teams, and one of those teams is your favorite because you won last year with them. One of those teams is Connecticut playing Tulsa.
They're terrible this year,
I know, but, they're on the bubble right now for the tournament. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And the other team is Florida. Florida's running around sporting a 12-11 record right now. Been kind of beat up. Yeah, they've played good teams, but they're another one who might be, on the outside looking in if they don't get, a couple of big wins here. So you might want to look in their directions as maybe getting a win. Do you know anything about this Ole Miss team? Have you beat them this season?
Ole Miss, I believe, is number 1 in free throw shooting in the nation. Let me just take a look at that to confirm it, guys. Let me get my my college basketball statistics up here just to make sure that I'm correct. They are number 1 in free throws, which I love. You know damn well that's what I'm all about.
Oh, no doubt.
You know what I mean?
Which
because,
we all love.
Because at the end of the day, when you're down a few points, that's where it ends up. You end up coming out ahead with stuff like that. So
extremely important.
Definitely, because there's nothing worse than losing a game with bad free throw shooting. But it's taking a little bit of time to pull up here. But let me see. I got on. I'm going on. What I do, guys, is I just basically Google ESPN offensive rankings for teams. And pulling this up here. Let's see, free throws. And actually, I'm sorry, they are number 2. The Fighting Illini is number 1. No wonder why I went with the Illini all the time. The Illini is .795, so they're making just about 8 out of 10 free throws, where Ole Miss is just under them at .794. So Quinnipiac's number 3, BYU's number 4, and Lafayette is number 5, guys. So keep that in the back of your brains when you are gambling out there. Go ahead.
Florida, the last time they played
Kentucky.
Ole Miss beat them by 1 point.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and that was in Ole Miss, and so just so you know, Florida can apparently stay competitive with them. Florida needs this win bad, man. This is, I'm not recommending it though, because Ole Miss is quite the formidable opponent, so you might want to leave this one alone. But Florida really desperately needs this win. They desperately need to finish out the rest of this season strong if they want to get that invite to the tournament. Because I could tell you right now, with their little amount of losses right now and the way their season has been this season, they may not be getting an invite.
Right. So definitely, you gotta watch the bubbles now, man. You know what I mean? Because that's what it's all about. And you see those must-win games, and sometimes they perform in them must-win games, and sometimes they don't. But I can tell you right now that I am looking at a stomachache game, but I think I may take a shot with the Fighting Illini. They got Michigan coming in. Michigan is due a win, though. You know what I mean? Michigan is due a win. So I may take a shot, guys. I'm not giving that out yet. I got to do more homework on it. I got to take a look at the injuries. I got to see what's happening there. But that Fighting Illini, dude, they've been like Northern Iowa for me and Yale.
Oh, I know. You've been popping them a lot.
I take these teams and I ride them until they bite me, And I don't get sour. If I win 5 games in a row and then I lose one, I don't get sour about them. It's the teams like the Bulls that I'll take the first time and then get smoked and know better. You know what I mean? So stuff like that.
Dude, I kind of like UConn, man. I know it sounds absolutely insane, but I like UConn in this spot tonight. They did play Tulsa at Tulsa in January and got beat, but they only got beat by 8 points. They were kind of in the game, 58-66. I think they get him out. This is a must win for UConn. Needs to win this game bad. I think Ollie's going to get these kids up. UConn's one of them teams you haven't been able to really judge them this season and get a good feel for them. I think that they'll find a way to win this game tonight. I really do.
Taking a look at the line there, they got Tulsa coming into town. They are -4. UConn's -4. Over 121 to 121.5. So when you see those totals, it's got stomachache written all over it. 53-49.
I know, brother,
57-59 final. Something like that. So, hey, you know what? Hey, it's only -175 on the money line, player. So you know what? It actually just went down to minus 170, and you could actually find it now at minus 3.5. So
I'm not loving it. I'm just giving some leans for the people out there. You know, I know you guys are out there looking for some of these games, and instead of taking Lincecum University, and I know you don't know nothing about, I'm going to offer you this UConn team. As I said, you got a couple teams in the desperation spots, UConn and Florida as well. I kind of like UConn a little bit more than I like Florida, as UConn has showed up in spots this season. Not many spots, but they have shown up a couple of times this season and won some games that they should have won. And you know, I'm thinking that they can find a way to pull this game out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I see a lot of stuff, guys. I guarantee that the Mad Hatter's going to have a play tonight. I can tell you that much because I'm looking at it. There's just so much.
I can guarantee you that too.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the Utah Utes I'll probably get on. You know, I'll probably moneyline parlay them with a few other teams. Here you go, Dream. Gonzaga moneyline is minus 14,000.
Yeah, I know. That's perfect.
This is that UC Davis team that Doug Upstone was talking about. Was it UC Davis? I think he referred to them. It was one of them UC. It was UC Santa Barbara or UC Davis, one of the two. But I'm pretty sure it was them. You might want to take a look at them, guys. He said they've been doing some damage on the, against the spread tip. You've got.
I'm surprised you haven't talked about your team tonight. You guys, Santa Clara going up against the Dons tonight in a late night game.
The Dons, kid. The Dons played Zags tough.
I know they did. That's why I'm interested in what your thoughts on it. I'm surprised you didn't talk about.
Well, they're on the road. They're on the road, and you know what? I saw the Dons at home, and I got to be honest with you. When you want to play in, in Santa Clara, there, I mean, they're no joke. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
I don't know what they're doing on the road, though, man. I got to take a look at it and see. But, I'll listen, as we get closer to March, I will really know, like, these teams like the back of my hand. I'm just kind of learning. I'm watching every night. I mean, there's only so many games you can watch a night, guys. So, I sit there and I'll watch maybe, 3/4 of one game and then the next, and then I'll watch the late game and probably fall asleep at halftime or whatever. So, I'm doing the best I can here to do it, and try to balance the whole life situation, what I mean?
Well, lucky for you guys, because as the sports card looks a little dusty today, we got some help, because we've been given some plays from some of our dudes,
yes.
some of the guys that come on that know what they're really doing and are cemented in a few of the spots, and they have given us some information for you guys, and we're going to open up with my man, Betting Dream, who gave us first Betting Dreams opening up with some rugby. Now, I don't know if you got rugby available to you, but if you do, he is giving us for today. We get into this right now. Queen Island Reds. He's giving us Queen Island Reds for today. He says you can go out there and get some of them. He says don't go wild yet, but it's a pretty medium play for him. And he says on a scale of 1 to 10, it's a plus 8.5 for him. So that's the Queensland Reds. Queensland Reds. And then his other play that he's given out, Rebels. That's Melbourne Rebels, and he really likes the Melbourne Rebels. So you guys get out there and take a look at that. That's what he's offering. On the other side, my man Ben, and this is a play that I am on. I put it in already, and I'm riding it with him. He's taking Fabio, and I know I'm going to rip the name up, Fagini on the money line. It's an ATP. It's Brazil, and it starts today. It's today at 11 a.m., so it'll be going off in about an hour. And it's Fabio Fagini. So if you got it, it's probably under your ATP there in tennis. He says that this guy is nice. He says that he beat the number 4 guy, Andy Murray, on clay last year in straight sets, and this is his best surface by far. And that's my man Ben, top tennis capper. So we're gonna get on that, and I have already put it in, and I got it in. It's in a money line parlay that I had open. So it's closing out one spot, leaving me with one spot left. And I can tell you right now, it pays quite well.
Okay, well, guys, just do your own homework before you blind tail anybody. I'm a big advocate of that, but you know what? Hey, I'll take a look at it and see. Maybe I'll get down with it too. I don't know. I don't know where the hell I'm going to start with tennis homework, but guys, if you got any kind of what do you call it there, websites or anything that could kind of help me in the right direction, just kind of make myself feel good. But I think I told him I'd go light on it. So, you know what? Hey, money's money at the end of the day. You know what I mean? If that's what he's doing, then we'll see where it lands. So we got that. I'm going to retweet Betting Dreams rugby stuff right now to take a look at it, and we'll see where it goes. So we got that dream, and I'm just trying to finalize here. I'm not going to be able to finalize, at 10 a.m. in the morning my college basketball. Because
don't even force it. It's too much on your ticket.
Of course not.
And the games are not. There's nothing that stands out right out of the gate. So definitely take your time with it, guys. You have to wait on Twitter. There's enough. We put out enough stuff, on a daily basis, and we'll get back at you guys. Like I said, I'm on the tennis this morning. You guys might want to jump on that. We gave you a couple of leans for the hockey. I know the First Lady has something over on her end. She's giving out some hockey as well, so you might want to go over there and check her out. You guys got a bunch of other avenues that we've given you. And by the way, if you're really interested, just tweet out what's good for tonight, and I'm sure you'll get a whole bunch of feedback, because that's how our community does.
That's right, baby. That's right. And we're not saying our picks are the bomb by any means. This is just who we're playing, and feel free to let us know who you're playing.
Well, our picks are the bomb. We are saying that. Our picks
I'm not
pretty damn
saying
good.
That's you, baby.
You
That's
guys
not
know
me.
when the picks are pretty damn good. Listen, them money line parlays, you know what? That's it. That's case closed. You know what? The money line parlays are pretty dope.
Well, I can't say that I haven't lost since Friday night. I could say that. And I did take one day off. So, you know what? And you know what? The stuff I've been playing has been headache-less games. I mean, my payouts have not been all that. I'll be honest with you. I'm paying anywhere from 55 to 70% of my bet. But at the end of the day, dude, you know what? I'm sitting there and I'm not stomach aching anything. I mean, look at me last night, dude. I had 3 games in play and I'm chilling having wine with the bride. You know what I mean? So, hey, it is what it is, So, I think I'm going to stick with that style for a while and kind of just see where it goes.
By the way, how's the diet going?
The diet's going dope, dude.
Okay.
Diet's going really good, man. I barely drank over the weekend. I had, a couple glasses of wine last night, but been on point, kid. You got the Vegas Slim Down coming, kid.
No doubt. Because I ain't really heard you, I ain't heard you mentioning nothing, and I know how you know.
Yeah. No, man, I'm good.
Okay.
I've been all right. So let me get a little Limp Bizkit here going. All right, so we got that going. Let me just take a look here. So I'll put it out later on, guys. I may get involved. I'm not saying for sure, but I may get involved with the Fighting Illini. They got Michigan coming in. Michigan is very pesky, so I got to take a look at it, make sure the Illini is at full strength and ready to shoot those free throws. I've got my eye on the Utah Utes. I kind of like them. I think they'll, when you got a team playing that hot, you can't go against them. You just have to kind of, ride the wave in with them. I wish Yale and Northern Iowa would play every single night, but they're not. Taking a look at this, let me see what else. You got SMU-ski going into Houston. I think that's a stay away from game for me personally. Let me know if you're feeling that, guys. You got Pacific coming into San Diego tonight. I don't know about that either. Hit me up later on, guys. We'll go back and forth to compare notes and see if we can put a winning play together. Looking at the NBA, like you said, just all we got is Cleveland playing at Chicago. I may do a pissed off at the Bulls play and take my boy, but I may not. So we'll see. That would be just gambling, but let me do some homework on that, see where it lands. What you want, baby?
Guys, I was looking at this Tampa Bay Lightning thing, right? And I said that, you could. I like Tampa Bay tonight in the over. So I'm looking at this right now, and what I'm going to try to do is, I think what you want to do is you want to buy, and this is just something that I kind of like to do. I'm trying to look at the payout. So give me 1 second. What I want to do is I want to take Tampa Bay and buy the over down to 4.5, and then I want to take the Ranger game and buy the under up to. I'm going to buy the under up to 6. Okay, and let's see what this pays. I just want to give you guys something because you guys always talk about how the Dream don't like to have nothing that pays no money. So I'm going to give you something that pays a little bit of money.
Don't force it, though. Don't force it.
Up to 6. No. I'm not. No, I love both of these plays. Not forcing it at all. I just want. Matter of fact, no. I'm making it better by by moving it up.
Okay, got
hey,
you.
man, $100 pays $120. So you know what? You're making $20.09 extra. So you could take a 2-team parlay. All right. You could take the Tampa Bay Lightning against the St. Louis Blues and buy it over 4.5. That's like they might have that in the first period. Okay. And then you could take the Rangers Colorado game and take it into under 6, okay, which is incredible. And $100 pays $120. I think you gotta like that.
Okay. All right. Hey, you know what? When you're doing plus money stuff, hey, that's all good. You know what I mean? Everybody's doing their own thing right now, and we'll see where those end up, man.
That's kind of what you could put in and have another romantic evening with the bride right there, and not really have to go and take a look at nothing. Just go in there and see your money the next day and be like, I'm good.
Definitely, man. You know what? Hey, I'll do it. I'll do that all day long. I mean, I could have even, and this is how confident I was in my boy last night, because my boy was the last game to finish, Cleveland, and I think they were up 20. So, I mean, if I jumped on a live line and got Miami maybe plus like 10,000 or something like that, put $5 on it, I could have just protected my investment and went to bed, you know. But
right.
I was confident that, you know, my boy, his former team coming in, his former team beat them. He's up 20 points or whatever the hell he was. I say, you know what, my boy's not going to give up this game. It's just not going to happen, you know.
Right.
So I just let it ride. But you know, typically in that situation where I am looking to get off the TV and be done, what I'll do is I'll usually get a live money line on that last leg of the parlay just to secure my investment, you know, whether it's $5, $10 or whatever, and bet the other way. And then just, you know, have guaranteed money no matter what, so I can, you know, go to bed with a smile on my face and, continue to have a smile on my face in bed. So that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? So let's keep it moving, Dream. I'm looking forward to seeing what's popping tonight. I'm looking forward to getting my man, the Vegas line reader, back on the show. He tore it up last night with a 3-0. He sent me 3-0 on the 3 plays. So big ups to him on that last night. What else you got, man? Are we good? We closing out?
That's all I got for now. You guys, like I said, dip over to the brothers and sisters in the other part of the family, the other end. Cousin Pete might have some soccer for you, some football. And the first lady of the fake fam, I do know that she has some. I know that she already put her hockey out. I'm almost positive she has. Hold on, I'm going over there right now. She's got the Leafs Islanders over, and she's got the Wild on the puck line minus that's the regular. I'm sorry. The Wild's minus 105. So go over there, dip over there, look at them, see what they got going on. And maybe you guys want to get down with them as we, you know, that's our team over there, and we go to them sometimes and we don't have anything we love, but we all look good right now, brother.
Hell yeah, man. Crusher Bookie is destroying it out there. I think he's like 8-1 in free play, you know, top plays or something like that. Something crazy. I heard it on a show this morning. I forgot exactly what it was, but it was just his numbers are nuts. So right. Big ups to him on that, man. And hey, you know what? The community's growing, guys. It's growing. Get on board. You know what? Everything is free we do here. We're not charging anybody for anything. We're just having a hell of a good time, making a lot of friends, creating a community, and just having a blast. So
no doubt, man. It's so great when you guys get on. Like I said, you know, yesterday I got a lot of love, got a lot of support, a lot of feedback about that nonsense that I got into, and thank you so much, guys. And we're going nowhere.
We're going nowhere.
Where?
Well, you know what? If anything, you know what? It's growing and growing, and we're going to continue to do. We're going to work 7 days a week nonstop to make this thing bigger than life. And you know what? We appreciate everybody. And real quick, just you know, something I say, hey, you know, where can I find some tennis info? My boy TotalsForYou.net just sent me. Take a look at TennisInsight.com. And linereversals.com for all sports. So big ups to him on that. You know what I mean? All I got to do, all I got to do is come on the air and ask a question. Hey guys, can you tell me where I can find some injuries in rugby? And boom, they'll send me something. Can I find some can I find some news on the WWE? Boom, they'll send me some. I mean, dude, it's just amazing, bro. I have more knowledge now and more websites to look at than I ever have in my whole life. as far as sports betting. And you know what? It's just going to continue, and it's going to be banging, bro.
Without a doubt. And not only do we have it, but you guys have it too, because you're listening. And everybody on here helps everybody out in whatever way, shape, and form it is. That's the community that we've built. That's the idea of this whole thing. That's the way we're putting it together. That's the knowledge we're trying to bring together, and that's the help that we have out there as far as resourcefulness. So you guys, you got any questions, answers, looks, leans, whatever you have, just tweet it out, and I know somebody will get right back at you.
Yes.
They may tell you to follow them and DM them, or if you know, hit me up, and if I don't know the information, I could at least send you. So, you know, that's what this thing's all about, and I love watching it work and play day in and day out, and it just makes me proud.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Daddy's going to go for his winning streak to continue tonight. I've been, you know, guys, I don't brag, I don't boast or whatever, but I feel pretty good about not losing since Friday, and I'm going to continue to do that. Look at the hashtag Hatter. That's where all my plays are. I put them up on.
Bragging and posting is my part of the game.
Yeah, the Dream loves to brag and boast. I'm a little bit more on the humble side. You know what I mean?
I do enough of that for Hatter, and that's sometimes why I keep the all eyes on me, because I got the big mouth. But hey, I can stand it. It's part of my personality, and it is what it is. Hey, I want to say big ups to Red Eye Bets out there, Clown Man Swag, V out there, the Hockey Immortal, Wager One is out there as well, Caveman's out there, Betting Dream, good morning to you, Jason Riley's listening to the show, OJFB's out there getting involved, Frank Vincolato as well, my man Scott Weaver is out there doing his thing, Throtty to Hottie is out there, Doc Immaculate is out there, Neil Cafferty, Phillies Picks, Real Picks, Sir Mata, Jason Riley as well. We got Spot Bet out there, Frank Vincolato, Pin's Mom, The Cheese, Slick Rick, Andy Mack, Moonshine Money, Phillies Picks, The Real Picks, Ben Diaz, I Love My Beard, Jay Rich, dude, I love the names. Yano's out there giving us some feedback. Dr. Dizzle has been doing a little bit of feedback in himself for us. Over on my regular side, the First Lady of Fake Fam is out there as well. Just want to say good morning to her and big ups. Thank you for your hockey that you gave out. LVCC, OJFB again, Rainmaker 512, Lex James, Smokey Rodriguez, Ben Dank, the MOB, Shane Redenius, Yippa 82, Damon Dazenberg, Nicholas J, Derek, Papa Smurf, Cray, Sports Attack, The Champ, Papa Bear, Total Sports Edge, Premier Sports Company, Sin City Maverick, The Kid, VK, The Steve Meister, Dollar Sign, Vegas Bruh, Pete for Prez, Rich Carrillo, Rick Lopez. Guys, I am the Dream. Thank you for your continued support. Make the most of each and every day, because you cannot get this time back. And always remember who you with.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're all about positivity and making money and growing our community, guys. So do me a favor out there, okay? Tell your friends. Tell everybody that's gambling on sports to listen to the biggest show in the world. Share it with your people. We are on Twitter. We are on Facebook. We are on Instagram. We're on Google+. We do all our shows. They go on YouTube now. So you can, if you want to listen on YouTube, you can do it. So take a look over there, guys. We are Sports Bettors TV. We are the biggest show in the world. We have a website, sportsbetterstv.com. We are coming to Las Vegas in March 20th through the 22nd, 2015. We are 36 days away. I can't wait. I can't wait to meet all of you guys. Guys, we love you to death from the bottom of our hearts, man. Every single day, 7 days a week. Go out there. Go easy. But get that money. Take care.
Peace.